For a Black History special today, Channel 21 News would like to bring you the following program featuring Malcolm X. Malcolm X was historically significant because of his outspokenness and fiery opinions. He was considered one of the greatest civil rights movement supporters, though he combated the opinions of many other supporters. Born May 19, 1925, originally called Malcolm Little, he endured much hardship and racism through the fatal course of events in his life. At the age of 7, Malcolm X carried the burden of his father's murder by white supremacists. When he was 12, his mother was officially committed to a mental asylum. Meanwhile, the origins of religion were brewing near Detroit and some other black communities. The Black Muslims, a branch of Islam, began in 1930 when a man described as itinerant, Elijah Muhammad, became the prophet of the religion that predicted the demolition of all whites and that categorized them as demons. In 1939, Malcolm X passionately dreamed of becoming a lawyer, but his teacher dismissed the goal as unrealistic for a Negro. As he grew older, he was shunned from each foster home he lived in after just months. In 1946, he was imprisoned for burglary, which he may have been framed for. Nevertheless, he joined the Nation of Islam, or the NOI, while in prison, under influence by his brother. For a long period of time, Malcolm spoke openly of the issues in black communities: poverty, unsatisfactory education, and other major issues. He, however, added fire to MLK's nonviolence campaign. He strongly disagreed with MLK, and when he offered to politely discuss the civil rights movement with him, MLK turned him down, dismissing Malcolm as negative and pessimistic. While in the NOI, Malcolm encountered a young lady named Betty Shabazz, who he quickly married and had 6 daughters with. Meanwhile, Elijah Muhammad began to grow angry. He believed that the civil rights movement was a massive waste of time, as whites would eventually be killed by their God. After Malcolm X spoke about how black power was key, and this was essential to the civil rights movement, he was banned from speaking for the NOI. In 1963, Malcolm X broke completely with the NOI, positive it was not the correct cause. He began to support Afro-American rights. Malcolm X was assassinated by Heyer in the Audubon Theater in Harlem. Heyer was a man who was influenced without a doubt by the NOI. He was shot over 5 times, and it was quite brutal. It remains unconfirmed what exactly happened, as much of Heyer's information was confirmed false. Malcolm X, he preached with truth. He would not stand for the mistreatment of blacks, states Suzanne Arney. Today, Malcolm X's daughters promote the movement. After Malcolm X's death, his daughters promoted the movement and continued to help poverty in black communities. Though they are still part of the NOI, they knew the significance of their father's movement. Malcolm X will live on in history as the man who stood up. There's no better than adversity. Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your performance next time. Malcolm X. Thank you, and goodbye.